What's happening, guys? Hopefully you can hear me good. Um, yeah, this is my first episode of this, so you know, let me just. I thought I'd do a weekend wrap up. So, this is a live stream, but I'm not expecting floods of people to come in. It's just that you know, basically for time-consuming reasons is why this is gonna be a live stream instead of a pre-recorded video. So the weekend wrap up is going to be consisting of, um, all the football games from the weekend. In fact, let me just put the fan on. It's a bit hot in here. If you can hear the fan, excuse me. But yeah, so what I'm going to be talking about is, I didn't do one for week one, so I'm doing week twos now on this episode. So, yes, Michael Thomas, what's happening? So, what this is we're going to talk about all the games. I'm going to give you my opinion on what I think, but I'm not going to talk about last week's because that's done now. So we'll start off with Nottingham Forest and Sheffield United. Now, I didn't even see the highlights of that game. That was a Friday night kickoff, but Nottingham Forest bounced back after the first game of the season against us, where they lost 2-1, and they went and beat Sheffield United 1-0. So Sheffield United have lost 2 games on the bounce already, right? I'm just gonna state my opinion now when it comes to Sheffield United. I won't put it past them going straight back now. I'm just gonna put it out there. Sheffield United. I mean, you never know, but I don't know. They just. I think they're just going to be that club that's just going to get brushed around a little bit. You know what I mean? That's personally what I think will be. But don't worry. I'm going to get onto Man United soon. I'm going to get onto Man United soon. I'm going to get onto them pagans. Brighton smoked Wolves 4-1. Right? Wolves. This is the thing, right? Wolves in their first game against Man United, they didn't look nothing like that against Brighton. And look how Brighton looking right now. Brighton look like the kind of club that will do a Leicester. You know what I mean? Like they look like that kind of club. So it's going to be interesting when Brighton face, last season's top 9. You know what I mean? It's going to be interesting. Like what are Brighton going to do? I mean, I think the first game of the season they beat Villa, didn't they? Yeah. No, they beat Luton. They beat Luton. And they beat 4-1. And then they won the next game 4-1. So Brighton, I think they're top of the table at the moment. But they smoke Wolves. I mean, just like they did last season, they smoke Wolves. Sheffield United are the undercoats team for the championship. They ain't lasting they're probably not even gonna last 5 minutes. I ain't gonna lie. They ain't gonna last 5 minutes up here. I mean, it's like, yeah. But as for this game, Wolves, Brighton so far looking like, what can Brighton do? You know what I mean? They're looking like the kind of club where it's like they don't look like they've been hungover from last season. Nothing's looking goofy for them right now. Not yet, anyway, because I'm calling it now. By 2028, they'll be relegated. But Wolves, the way they looked in the first game against Man United, they did not turn up like that. I don't know what happened to Wolves. I don't know if they dejaded from not getting a penalty at Old Trafford. Which, surprise, surprise, you ain't gonna get a penalty at Old Trafford. If you think you're gonna get a penalty at Old Trafford, right, you need to get some help.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know what I mean? It ain't gonna happen. I mean, sometimes you just got to be surprised, right? If they give anything at Old Trafford. I mean, too busy focusing on what players are doing off the pitch. That's where they're off some sort of penalty, rather than giving a penalty in a game. You know what I mean? Liverpool beat Bournemouth 3-1. Liverpool got McAllister sent off. Salah missed the penalty in that game, but scored the rebound. Now, I don't know what's going on with Salah in the penalties. because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with it. I mean, to be honest, the keeper saved this penalty, so it's not like last season against Bournemouth when he put it wide. But I don't know. Could this be the point where Salah's starting to decline? I mean, to be honest, he's going to score 20 plus goals again. You know what I mean? I can't see him not doing that. The only thing he didn't do this season was score in the first game of the season. You know what I mean? That's the only thing he failed to do. But Liverpool ran out 3-1 winners. In terms of what Liverpool are going to do this season, I personally think it's going to be a top 4 fight for Liverpool. I don't think that they're going to win the league. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to be occupying second like that. I'm just giving early predictions. I mean, because I'm going to be doing these episodes every week. I mean, I know we've got Arsenal game tonight, so but yeah. But Bournemouth, did they lose their last game? No, they drew against West Ham in the last game. The only thing that can save Bournemouth is their home form, in my opinion. I mean, that's the only thing that can save them. Brentford, 3-0 winners against Fulham. That's Fulham, losing 2 games on the bounce? Oh, no, sorry. They beat Everton on the first game of the season and then lost to Brentford. And we've got them next after tonight's game. We've got Fulham next. But yeah, Fulham got spanked 3-0 by Brentford. And Brentford, I think Brentford is that kind of club now where they're going to be staying in the Premier League for a while now. They're going to be sticking around. Brentford, I don't think they're going to be a club that's going to go down anytime soon. I think their home form, they've got a good home form. And I think they're not too bad away from home. Like, they're not terrible or anything like that. So, yeah, I think Brentford this season, I think they're going to be sound. I don't think there's any worries about Brentford. I mean, so no relegation for them. Tottenham beat Man United 2-0. Saturday night kickoff. Well. I knew that this would happen. I knew Spurs were going to win. Hold on, will we get a replacement for Timber, or are we done in the window? I personally don't think we're going to get a replacement for him. I personally don't. I think it is what it is now. I think anyone we sign now is not going to be somebody that's going to start games. But let me get on to Tottenham v Man U. Right. So Tottenham ran out 2-0 winners. Goals by Sarr and own goal by Martinez. Yeah, I mean, Man United maybe in the game, they were all over them maybe a little bit, but Spurs knew how to handle them. And there was a shout for a penalty. I hadn't even seen the handball yet, but I'm glad it wasn't given because Man U get away with too much as it is. You know what I mean? So Man U lost the game, right? And there's going to be calls for Ten Hag's head. You see, this is the thing, right? This is the thing about that lot. When this whole thing with Ronaldo last, November, came out saying about Ten Hag, saying about Man United and everything like that, and Man United fans went into a meltdown, and then Man United, since Ronaldo left, went on this run where Rashford turned into Mbappe for a bit. They went and won the League Cup and all that stuff. Everything looks all hunky-dory. I said, Ronaldo isn't saying this for nothing. I said it, called it. Ronaldo's not saying this for nothing. He is not talking about all this and that and the other, and he's just making it up out of his ass. He's not. There's a reason behind it. You know what I mean? And I knew it's going to... Tell you, those of you who watch this channel will have seen my video I edited of Rants and Bants, putting together when it was Ten Heisenberg and this and the other, and now he's like, oh, I've had enough of him. I don't trust him. You know what I mean? He's a Dutch Ollie. That's all he is. You know what I mean? He isn't that much better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You know what I mean? Give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that League Cup run that Man United had last season. He wins it. As long as Man U get to a cup final and they face a team that's not really about that life when it comes to winning trophies, they'll win it every single time. You know what I mean? Ole took them to 2 League Cup semi-finals in a row. I know one of them, it could have been both, but I know one of them, Man City were the ones that beat him. It could have been both times. But I know Man City beat him because they won one of the games because Ole had a decent record against Pep, right? I mean, it's like, you think Ten Hag would have won a semi-final against Man City? You know what I mean? You see, these man can't see it. these man can't see it. How can I see it? And I'm an Arsenal fan. You know what I mean? I knew, we all know how it goes. Man United fans hype up a manager that's coming. They'll get fooled by certain things. They'll go on a run and they'll think that they're the best thing ever, that they're back. And then what happens is reality kicks in. And now it's, the manager's doing this, the manager's doing that. He's shit. He needs to go now, mate. That's what it is now. I should make a t-shirt saying I told, man. You know what I mean? Now these men are crying. These men are crying about, Ten Hag's doing this, is playing Mason Mount. And Mason Mount, by the way, he's the next Pogba. Mark my words, he is the next Pogba. He's going to be the next scapegoat now. All Man United fans are going to complain about is he keeps playing Mount. He keeps playing Mount. Mount in midfield is not working. I don't get why we've got Mount, this, that, and the other. He's going to be the scapegoat. The next Pogba. I'm telling you right now. And they're just going to keep crying. And they're going to keep doing it. Anyways, Man City, Newcastle. Let me just get this comment. Will we get a replacement for... no. Hold on. Antini gone. What? I hope Tini ain't gone. But I know he's not part of Arteta's plans, so I don't know why Arteta's keeping him at Arsenal when Tini could thrive elsewhere and be actually respected as a left back. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Brighton soon get relegated. Soon they're just Southampton from... Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're going to be the next Southampton. But I won't put it past Brighton maybe taking a cup anytime soon if they keep up this kind of form and take it into a cup competition. But if everybody's fighting in the corridor like they were in 2016 and Leicester just walked past and was like, the league title's here, maybe Brighton could do that if they keep up this kind of form. But we'll see. As I said earlier, we'll see how they do against your Man Cities, your Newcastles and them. I'd say us, but Brighton have got our number at Emirates at least. But we did beat them at their ground last season, which I thought was probably one of our. If I had to rank our impressive wins away from home last season, that Brighton game's up there, in my opinion. To go there and beat them 4-2. You know what I mean? Who else last season scored 4+ goals or 3+ goals at Brighton and won? I can't think of who did it. But end of the day, we won nothing last season, so it don't matter. Anyways, Man City, Newcastle. People are saying that, Haaland without De Bruyne is basically Lukaku. I mean, I'm telling you, like, the thing is, right, we've seen what we've seen with Haaland, but the exposure's coming soon. We're going to see where the weak link is. And it might be the absence of De Bruyne. It might be. I mean, De Bruyne is the one that feeds him. De Bruyne is the one that has a spoon. He's like, here you go. I mean, give Haaland the ball on his own. He's coming back. He's going away from goal. Look at the Community Shield. He received the ball, didn't take anybody on, just came back away from goal to pass it to someone. Because he needs feeding. Now, I'm not trying to take away from him as a striker because he does his job. But if he's not getting fed, maybe not much is happening. Maybe Alvarez might be the one that shines this season. Maybe, because he doesn't seem the type that needs that kind of service. Alvarez seems the type of player he can make something happen if nothing's working out. Like Sanchez was for us. You know what I mean? Alexis Sanchez is the kind of player where if everyone's playing shit, he'll do something. Haaland ain't that kind of player where everyone's playing shit, I'm going to do something then. Nope, he's not. So maybe, just maybe, there might be too bit of exposure there, showing that, if he take De Bruyne out of the game, that's where Haaland's falling weak. But let's not sleep on Alvarez. Telling you right now, don't sleep on him. But yeah, they ran out 1-0 winners against Newcastle. I thought Newcastle would have put more of a fight in that game in terms of, you didn't score a goal there, whatever, this, that, and the other. I'm not trying to take away from Newcastle because, again, Newcastle, you can't really sleep on them too much. My thing is this. When the Champions League kicks in, that's when we'll see what these men are saying. I'm telling you right now. That's when we'll see. I'm telling you. When Champions League kicks in, fam. Now, Aston Villa, 4-0 winners against Everton. If I'm correct, did Aston Villa... Yeah, Aston Villa got smoked at the start of the season, 5-1 by Newcastle. But they went and beat Everton 4-0. And Villa looks decent in that game. Villa are going to be a team that's going to be, going to be a team to watch kind of thing. I think that, obviously, Unai Emery is getting them going. They're in Europe. He's definitely going to go for that. Is Unai Emery, most definitely. Some of the players there looking sharp. Ollie Watkins is obviously still looking sharp. He didn't score yesterday, but Aston Villa, like Brighton, they're looking like someone right now, but Brighton have that bit more because they've took. I don't know. There seems to be a certain flair about Brighton. So when Brighton meet Villa, I think that's going to be quite an interesting game. I think that's a game to watch, but that might end up being a 3 o'clock kickoff or something. But yeah, Aston Villa. I mean, again, I'm looking at teams like Aston Villa and Brighton, and I'm saying, why aren't the fans saying top 4 then? Top 4 and a trophy. You know what I mean? That's what the fans should be demanding. Top 4 and a trophy. Well, realistically, let's go for the league. Because everybody should be going for that. But, you know what I mean? That's how I see it. I don't. When it comes to top 4 and a trophy, I'm looking at Aston Villa. I'm looking at Brentford. I'm looking at Brighton. And I'm thinking, why not? You know what I mean? Why not? If we don't get any silverware this season, will Arteta have to take his hat and leave? Yeah, you'll have to. Yeah, if Arteta fails to win, then again, we'll have to count the fact that he has won the Community Shield, which actually does count as silverware in this season. But I know what you're saying. If we don't win anything, none of the major 4 trophies that's available. To be honest, he shouldn't be here anyway. Shouldn't. But yeah, you have to just leave. I take Lukaku at Arsenal though. Nah, fam. I'm sorry. Nah, fam. Sorry.
Stop it. Get some help.
Lukaku at Arsenal. Oh, fam. Do you know how many chances remember Giroud from 2016 when from January to May he didn't score? Well, since that 3-3 draw against Liverpool at Anfield, he didn't score until the league was done. Can you imagine Lukaku?
Emotional damage.
Nah, fam. Nah, I would not take Lukaku, not even for free, no nothing, fam. No, I mean, I would rather us stick Havertz up front and put everything on him than Lukaku. You know what I mean? I would rather, and I don't rate Havertz at all. You know what I mean? I do not rate Havertz. But Lukaku, fam, nah. Sorry, nah. He's banging more goals than any of our strikers, though.
Nope.
Nah, sorry, disagree with that. He wouldn't. He just fluff. Look at him in the Champions League final, the biggest game of his career. You know what I mean? Nah. Couldn't, nah. But Arteta being Arteta, right? He'd be the sort of player that he'd be the sort of manager that look at Lukaku like that, man. Like, oh yeah, y'all good enough for this club. Nah, fam. Nah. Can't have that guy anywhere near this club, and I'm glad that we're not. Once upon a time, I was looking at Lukaku and thinking, you know what, it's summer, But nah, man. Nah. You just can't do it. Anyways, the final one, West Ham against Chelsea, London derby. Chelsea lose the game 3-1. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, this is Chelsea that spent bare money, right? These men shouldn't be losing like this. You know what I mean? These men shouldn't. I think Chelsea are going back to pre-2003 at this point. You know what I mean? They're going back to pre-2003. I mean, West Ham went in front, they equalised, and then they missed a penalty as well. You know what I mean? Chelsea misses a penalty. Mudryk comes on at half time or just in the second half. Then they go in front. Then West Ham go down to 10 men. So you think, okay, all right then. You think, okay now, where they're down to 10 men. Let's go and capitalize on it. Let's try and get the game, claw the game back 2-2, and then try and get a 3-2 win. What happens? 90 plus 5 minutes, Chelsea go and concede a penalty. And what happens? West Ham go and score the penalty. You know what I mean? So that's no wins in 2. I think it's like 1 win in 14 altogether for them. You know what I mean? Dating back to last season. You know what I mean? And who was it that said it? Somebody said that the league with between, is it Chelsea and Liverpool or Chelsea and Man United? I think it said Chelsea and Liverpool. Somebody said that's what it'll be. You never know. We're only 2 games in, but if City won, well, City did win both games. City won both games, and people are still saying it's going to be them. So, I mean, why would you then say that it's going to be Chelsea maybe for the league when they've lost 1 game and drew the other, no winning 2 for this season? You know what I mean? I mean, you have to realise Poch did come from Tottenham. You know what I mean? Before, you know, he was the former Tottenham manager, let's just say. That looking at what he did there, he still didn't win the trophy. And man will still tip him for the league.
Stop it. Get some help.
Still tip Chelsea for the league as if, like... Now, I thought to myself, well, okay, we've got Poch and he's getting money. Poch with money could be problems. But you then look at it and it's like, well, it's still Chelsea. You look at Chelsea last season, it's still them. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, I can't say that I feel sorry for Chelsea. I mean, it ain't my club. But let me know what you guys think about this anyway. Anyways, tonight, obviously I've done a match preview for the Arsenal game, Crystal Palace, 8 o'clock kickoff. So, you know, hopefully, you know, my match reaction is going to be that we've won our 2nd game of the season and we're still flirting with the idea of, you know, maybe we're trying to do something. I'm just hoping as well that Arteta doesn't do anything goofy. Thinking, oh, well, let me play a party at right back. And I don't want to see none of that. I don't want to see none of that. You know what I mean? I want to see, you know, just pick your best starting 11. Because when he did that last season, we, won our first 15 games. No, sorry, out of 16 of our first 16 games, I think we won 15. I don't think we drew to Southampton yet, or something like that. I might be wrong because I know we lost to Man U last season. And yeah, speaking of Man U, one thing I forgot to add is that they're going to get beat heavily again this season if they don't fix up. Will we finish 2nd again? What's your top 4 prediction? Well, before I leave, I'll say I don't think we'll finish 2nd. I think we'll finish lower. Because I, as I said before, the reason why I think this is because I don't trust Arteta. Arteta, if anybody can mess this up, it's Arteta. Because he'll pick certain starting lineups and you think, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Kind of thing. And it'll cost us. So top 4. See, the thing is, last season I didn't think City would win the league. I thought somebody else knew was going to win it last season. I still don't think City will win the league. But then again, if none of us gets our act together, Arsenal, Liverpool, whatever, then it's probably going to be them. in no particular order, top 4. Well, Man City will be in it. I think Liverpool might get it. I don't know. I want to say us in the top 4, at least. But that's not good enough. And let me just go one more. Maybe Spurs. Maybe, but you just never know. Your Aston Villas and your Brightons, if they keep up momentum, you never know. Could be them. But then again, Europe is going to be in the way. I think have Brighton got Europe this season? I think they have. I think Brighton have got Europe this season. So that's going to be interesting as well, how they handle that. But anyways, that's the end of this week's roundup. Oops. That's the end of the roundup this week, or wrap up. But yeah, stay tuned. Obviously, match reaction for the game tonight. I'll probably stream that just to save time. And yeah, stay tuned for the match preview for the Fulham game and everything like that. And I'll do the weekend roundup or wrap up for next weekend's games. And yeah, anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.